Hello, people. It's Lionel from Lionel and Lisa's Adventures. Now, I finally got a chance to test drive a vehicle that I want to test drive since test driving the Cybertruck, and that's the Hummer EV. Now, I was actually kind of excited, but kind of let down at the same time because I just did it today, earlier this morning. Right now it's 11 o'clock in the evening. My time with it was probably only 10 minutes. I didn't get long at all, and I had a sales guy with me, so I couldn't get a chance to do what, normal drive like with Tesla Rivian, they let you do. So that's fine. But I'm pretty sure you already know the specs, but let me give you the specs real quick. So I'm gonna be looking on my screen. Now, the vehicle they put me in was the Hummer EV 3X. Now the 3X, that's the tri-motor. So 2 motors in the back, 1 motor up front. Starting price is $105,000. GM estimates it has 367 miles of electric range, 1,000 horsepower, and 11,500 pounds of torque. If I read that right or said it right. Now, this does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It has 800 volts DC fast public charging up to 350 kilowatts. And at home level 2 charging, it's up to 19.2 kilowatts. So of AC charging. Now, my Tesla Model Y and I believe the Cybertruck at home is maxed out at 11 kilowatts. So this is faster home charging, and that's on 60 amps. So I think you may need 100 amp. I don't know the conversion on that, but you'll need a lot more amperage just to home charge this if you're going to do the 19.2 kilowatts. Now, it has Super Cruise, which we cannot use because we did not get on the highway. That's a downfall for me is Super Cruise, I guess, only works on highway. Unlike Tesla's full self-driving works anywhere, highway, city streets, anywhere. So, now I didn't get a chance to do the crab walk. Wasn't enough room in their parking lot to do it, and I didn't have enough time anyway. It has bi-directional vehicle to load and vehicle to charge. So you can charge another vehicle, and I guess you can. In the bed of the truck has a 240 volt outlet. So I believe that's how you charge another vehicle. Or you can, have appliances or whatever back there to use. The inside of the Hummer, I personally thought the back seat was not big. I figure a vehicle that size, the back seat would have been bigger, but I didn't see it being a lot of room back there. Now, driving it, oh God, driving that thing is a freaking beast. It is really big and really wide. It takes up a whole lane. So yeah, it definitely commands the road. You feel like you're in a tank. Being 9,000 pounds, it's heavy, but honestly, it didn't feel that heavy because that thing had a lot of power. Now, I did not try to launch it, put the WTF mode or whatever the sales guy was telling me. I didn't try that. But you can just tell stepping on the accelerator, this thing has a lot of power. And it has an extra brake button, according to him, like a little paddle right behind, a paddle shifter behind the steering wheel that you can use to, like when you're doing your one pedal driving, you let off the accelerator, the car starts braking automatically. You can push this accelerator to give it extra boost to brake. So you put more energy back in your battery. So in your screen above your, or behind your wheel, it gives you all kind of information. So it tells you how much energy you're putting back in the battery. It gives you the directions, like your north, south, east, west. Has a whole subset of menus behind your steering wheel versus the menus that's on the center console screen. Personally, since I've been driving a Tesla for a little bit now, and being just less buttons and just everything's just on the screen, I find that easier. But all these buttons, especially with the Hummer head, just seems overwhelming. Oh God. I don't know if that's making me a wuss or what, but the Hummer had a lot of freaking buttons, man. It was just buttons and knobs and dials everywhere. It was really confusing. It really makes me feel old. But I mean, if people like that, then yeah. But the menus and everything seem to work quick. I did not get a chance to ask him if he can watch YouTube or videos on the main screen. I did not get a chance to ask that. But he was playing around with the menus, sliding through this and that. It seemed to work pretty fluid, pretty fast. It was no hang-ups and this and that. It was a brand new vehicle, less than 1,000 miles on there. The guy claimed he sold 3. I don't know how long ago and when, but all 3 were pretty much business owners. 2 was putting their logos on the Hummers, and one guy just wanted it because he said it was cool, which I agree. It's cool. It's a little overboard, but it's cool. If you're gonna get something, I mean, that'll be the one to get. You can definitely tow with it. You can definitely put, some stuff in the bed. Not a lot, but some stuff in the bed. But if you want, just like a gas Hummer, if you want something that's big and it's not efficient at all, the Hummer's the one to get. Has what, a 210, 220 something kilowatt battery, one of the largest batteries ever in an EV. And you're only getting up to 367 miles of range, which is very inefficient. But God, the Hummer EV is freaking sweet. Now, I try to park that in my driveway. If one, it wouldn't fit, and I'd be cracking the road with it. We got a couple of cracks that we need to get fixed anywhere in our driveway. It just ruined our driveway. It feels like I have to buy a special jack for that thing. Now, okay, compared to the other vehicles I've driven, truck-wise, basically, the Rivian RT1, the Cybertruck, and the Silverado EV. How does the Hummer compare to it? Hummer, you don't feel, at least for me, I didn't feel any bumps, any dodges, dings. I personally probably think that drove the best. I think the Cybertruck probably drove the worst. Oh, also, the Hummer has the rear steer just like the Cybertruck, which I thought that was cool too. Technology-wise, of course, it's going to be Tesla. Full self-driving, of course, it's going to be Tesla. Coolness factor, I think, is a Hummer. More truck-related stuff and practicality, you're probably looking at Silverado EV. That's the work truck model. That's the only one I've driven. I didn't drive the higher end because they didn't have it at the time. And I don't know where you would place the Rivian. Rivian's cool, but it's just a small truck. If you just weren't like a little small truck, I guess, for in-town driving or even for highway, I guess that'd be the most efficient, I guess, out of all of these trucks. But I mean, I can place all of them but the Rivian, besides if you just want a little small truck for just traveling, I guess. Hummer, you can definitely take that off road big time. That thing is made for an oh God, he lifted up suspension too. It gets really big, really tall. I I almost fell out of it getting out the vehicle because I forgot when we was in park, he lifted it all the way up to max extraction. And I was not expecting that. Even though I had step stools on there or side skirts or whatever you want to call them, I misplaced my foot and almost fell out. That was kind of funny. But Hummer EV, I finally got a chance to drive it. If it had FSD and if the software was better, I would prefer it over the Cybertruck. As much Tesla fanboy as I am, I would really dig the Hummer. I really would. I mean, you can find them used for 70 grand, which is still a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not. It is a lot of money. But the Hummer EV, that's something to actually think about. And it's really got me thinking. I mean, that would be it's a nice vehicle. So if you want to get a chance to drive one, just go find your local dealership and see about driving one. Just get your experience on it. I mean, you ain't got to buy the thing. Just go in there and see what it's like. But anyway, that's my little quick assumption or review or whatever you want to call this of the Hummer EV. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Please like it if you're watching this on TikTok. Peace.